Chinese EMP attack imminent? Hey everybody, this is Michael with Asymmetrical Preparedness. I don't know if you guys have heard, but a Chinese space vehicle released another object. And it is sticking in close proximity to it so that it will remain hidden, kind of. And it's hard to because, the authorities, they say they haven't identified it. I don't know if I believe that, but say it's hard to identify because it's sticking so close. Potential EMP device. And this is highly likely, the way I look at it. China trying to EMP us or somebody else. Maybe it is meant for Taiwan, although I doubt that because they wouldn't want to damage all those sensitive chips and stuff that are made in Taiwan. So I don't think it's going to be something against Taiwan. That would be more that if it's probably getting ready. What I think is happening is, okay, but actually before I get into what I think is happening and what I recommend, please hit that subscribe button. Hit that thumbs up, ring the notification bell for all on the subscribe button. Share the videos, comment below, do the things, and check us out over on Patreon doing all the awesome stuff. It's $1 a month, links in the description below also. Okay, so what do I think? I think that it potentially is an EMP device. What I feel is that they probably released it, waiting, kind of like waiting for us to escalate so that they have it ready to go. And then when they invade Taiwan, if we get involved, then they EMP us. Highly likely. Now that, from what I've heard, is just one object, but what's on that object? That one quote-unquote object could have multiple or many EMP devices on board it. Don't know how big it is, don't know much about it. But, so what would that do for us? And yes, I'm out here in the pouring down rain, wind. Yeah, I was out here walking around perimeter, doing some patrolling, some checking, and just embracing the suck of being out in the crappy weather. Got to get used to it. You can't, fighting doesn't happen just in good weather. So what I see and what I think, highly likely EMP. I've talked for a long time about EMPs, about what you do to get through them, how to survive them, how it'll affect, the truth behind them, all this kind of stuff. That is why, and I've mentioned before on here, I prepare in such a way that I don't need the grid. I don't rely on the grid and or vehicles that may be taken out of commission by an EMP. And why do I say maybe? I say maybe because an EMP isn't just boom, everything out, okay? There's a lot of factors in play. There's atmospheric conditions, there's topography, there's distance from where the device goes off. There's a lot of different factors that come into play. So you may still have your vehicles, even if they're newer vehicles. Now the newer they are, the more sensitive they are though, because they have more high-tech gadgetry in them. That's why I don't like new vehicles. I don't want a new vehicle. My newest vehicle is a 2006, and I honestly don't want anything newer than that. I find myself driving around and I'll see, one of the new trucks. I'm like, oh man, that truck looks sweet. And I'm like, yeah, I don't want the payment. And I don't want all that crap in it. I don't know, whatever. Anyway, so EMP, yes, the threat is real. I don't know how well you are prepared for it. I don't know what your level of preparation is. I don't know what your situation is. If you live in an apartment in a city that is either a primary or secondary target for an EMP type event, then it's going to be difficult. And one of those things you're going to think about, elevators may not work. Electronic door opening devices may not work. So have alternate means out of the building. Obviously, there are built-in safeguards for that because if there's a fire, stuff like that, you got to have fire safety, regulations to be able to get out of the building. So those kind of things exist. But you may want to start getting your preps situated in such a manner that you can get out and get out quickly. I don't know if we will get any warning for the EMP happening. I don't have any faith in our government. I don't have any faith in the fact that our government will tell us what is truly going on. They may, but I doubt it. So you may not have any warning at all. That's why alternate modes of transportation are good also, like bicycles, horses. If you got horses. No, seriously. Alternate methods of communication or of transportation and communication, because your communication devices may be down also. Or if it's an EMP, the system that supports them may be down. Say cell towers, say ham radio repeaters may be down. So it would greatly limit our communication abilities. So have alternate ways to get a hold of your tribe. Man, it's pouring down rain out here, and it is windy. Woo! Yeah, embrace the suck. Get out and do the things. Let me check the time really quick. Okay, we're still pretty good on time. Yeah, and is this something to fear or to be super concerned about? Not fear, no, but be concerned about? Yes. Definitely be concerned about this. This Chinese device I'm talking about. I would not be surprised if there probably are multiple. Maybe we just haven't picked up on the other ones. I don't know. And I don't know what the Chinese level of technology is. EMP devices are fairly simple, so it's not something that's like super high tech. It's just basically detonating a nuclear device high in the atmosphere. Can't be in space. It's got to be in the atmosphere, because if not, it'll just bounce off the dome. Oh, some of you guys may get what I'm saying with that. Not that I believe in that. I'm just saying. But anyway, get your preps in order now. Get your stuff in order. Get all your paperwork ready. Get your stuff ready for bug out. Up your game. Take prepping seriously, because besides the Chinese device, besides increased prices, food shortages of this, shortages of that, we still have November 8th coming. I have a feeling that will be a day remembered. Day of infamy. Maybe Day of Infamy number 2. That may lead to the shot heard around the world number 2. Don't know. Hope not. But yeah, we need to be ready. We need to be getting our stuff ready. We need to be shoring up our ability to live off grid. Alternate sources of heat, alternate sources of cooking, which pretty soon I will be doing a video about how to make an alternate source of heat for your home that is safe to use indoors, very simple, very inexpensive, and fairly effective. Will not heat your whole home, but it's something that you can build out of very common materials in your house with limited hand tools, just like your little homeowner's toolkit. You'll be able to build this and not spend too much money. I will have receipts. I will show receipts for how much it cost, although it may be different for you to build some of these devices to make in your own home. And it's nothing I'm selling. It's nothing I'm endorsing. It's nothing that I'm sponsored by. Nothing whatsoever. It's just good information, because I want people to get through this. I want you guys to survive SHTF. We're probably going to be building some of our own of these also to have just in case, because yes, we have a wood stove in our home, so we're good. But what if I have to hook up the fifth wheel and head out, bug out? What if I have to throw the camper in the back of the truck and head out? Okay, that is propane, but propane only lasts so long. And this device I'm talking about will, part of it is something you would have to replace, but I'll go into that in the video. Look forward to that pretty soon. Have lots of blankets, sleeping bags, tarps, sheet plastic, duct tape, all those kind of things. Talked about that lately in a video about how to, shore yourself up in a single room, try to keep yourselves as warm as possible. Bugging in and bugging out. You got to have the capability of doing both, just in case. You never know what the situation is going to dictate and how and or what direction the events will take. So, and defensive tools. And getting out in this kind of stuff, in this kind of weather, and using them so you know that they actually work the way they're supposed to, and that your gear is set up the way it works for you, and that it doesn't break down, and that it functions properly. You got to do those things. If you think you're going to be using one of these or this kind of stuff, you got to use it. You got to train on it. You got to push it. You got to test it. All those things. Do you have to have Cry? No. Do you have to have Blue Force gear? No. This right here, the actual chest rig itself, is Condor. Great stuff. No problem. I've been using it for a long time. Condor gear is actually sold. I was down at Fort Lewis in the uniform shop. There's a bunch of Condor gear in the Fort Lewis Army uniform shop. So I'm tired of hearing about Condor gear, how it's airsoft gear. Whatever. You want to be a gear snob? Go waste your money. If you want real good quality gear, then pick up some Condor stuff. I've had 2 failures over 10, 15 years of you running Condor gear, the same gear. Some of it newer, but you know what I mean. The only 2 failures I've ever had was these kind of buckles. I've had 2 of them break. One of them, I think, because I stepped on it, which, I mean, anything's gonna break like that. But the other failure was the female part right here just split a little bit. So all I did is I ordered a new replacement buckle kit from Condor. Boom, popped it off. I know this is way off topic, but getting your stuff in functioning, operational order, so it functions properly, is important. Same with everything else in your life. It's got to work. Quality versus quantity, but if you can get some stuff that works and is good enough quality for less money, then that's good. And I'm not endorsed by Condor, so I'm not making any money off that either. It's just my personal observations and experience. So get ready for whatever this is, whatever's coming. There's so many things to talk about. It's crazy how much stuff is coming our way and how it all is coming together into the perfect storm. Let me check time really quick. Okay, yeah, we're good on time. Please get out and do the things. Get ready for this. Take this seriously. It may be nothing. And if it's nothing, then you'll just be more prepped up for the next thing that isn't nothing. I love you guys. Have a wonderful day. And blessings to you and yours.